17, working late at 9 to 5s, jealous I just rap and sleep. You're angry at your life, got a job, forgot to leave. Now you're growing older in the only town you'll ever see. They been hating, I think it's stupid funny. Haters, fake friends, making me stupid money. They been hating, making me famous. Keep hating, you're wasting all of your energy on me. They been hating, I think it's stupid funny. Haters,
I don't monetize my channel anyway, so it don't fucking matter, yo. And to Tom McDonald, I mean no disrespect, I just love your music, man. Even my 8-year-old daughter loves your music. So when you hear me playing songs like this, it's no disrespect. It's not trying to get hits off your music. It's just to show people a true artist and poet. Whether you like whether people like what you're talking about or not. As far as I can tell, you do piano as well from some of your videos. I don't know for sure, but you got talent, man. So I want people to know that. That's all I do by doing this. And, you know, I get copyright claims because I played your song in my last 2 videos, just a brief clip of it. So it is what it is. I don't try to monetize my channel. I'm just trying to get information out there. What's going on, everybody? Just a little disclaimer for Tom if he does see my shit, that I'm not trying to get hits off his music. I just want people to hear that he's got talent. You know, you may not, people may not resonate with what he raps about, and you know, not every song. Alright, so bring out memory or some shit. This fucking thing. So, anyways, yeah, whether you resonate or not with his music, and this is what I mean when I said back in the day that I can listen sometimes to Taylor Swift or Katy Perry and have an emotional response, just like Avenged Sevenfold, just like Tom McDonald, even fucking like a mainstream fucking rapper that, you know, overall his music might suck. Once in a while they actually write something with their heart, and if that one makes it to the radio or I hear it, I can resonate with it. And it's not even sometimes about resonating in the sense of, well, maybe it's just not resonating, period, but maybe it's just about the fact that they put emotion into it, and it's actually about the real struggle, and it's not some fake shit about, you know, bitches, hoes, fucking drugs, and, you know, the game, whether that's the trap game or the fucking rap game. Trap and rap, different, one letter different, and then rapture, so think about that. But anyways, so yeah, 2 copyright claims on those little clips for those 2 videos. Like I said, I don't monetize my YouTube or try to, and I mean, I couldn't if I wanted to. I think it's like 100,000 views or 10,000 subscribers. Like, it's not worth it. There is easier ways to make money online. And like I said yesterday with that whole 25% of real information and then 15% of the actual people, or sorry, 10% of that 25 real information, well, 10% of those will be legit, but you can go out there and just write how to make money online, and they'll give you Instagram ways, YouTube ways, and you'll have to probably spend a couple hours searching to get the real ones and try a couple ways, but you can find it, because I have. This is I have multiple revenue streams of money coming in through via internet. None of them are huge, but they all make a little bit of money, and they will all slowly grow as I want them to, as I become better at what I do, and as I put more time and effort into it. If I don't put time into something, and it's still making like 20 bucks a day, to me that's like a win-win. I mean, it's only $20 a day, but still, you know, after 5 days, it's $100. Who gives a fuck? It's $100 I didn't have before. To me, that's pretty damn good. And if I decide to put time into it, and then, you know, that triples to $60 a day, and then that doubles to $120 a day, well, that's like a real job. So, no worries, you know. You just gotta start. You just gotta start. Most people just need that starting point. Most people are addicted to information, and information searching, and trying to find, they won't admit it to themselves, but they're trying to find this quick enlightenment secret out there, because their mind knows there is a way to do this. The mind resonates and knows that enlightenment is real, the awakening is real, and some of these things are actually real, but a lot of it does come down to programming. And maybe that's what they're trying to do. Maybe it's their mind saying, don't bother trying this shit, just keep watching. Eventually, you'll program yourself. There are faster ways to do that as well, which is why I promote ritual magic and witchcraft, because that is the fastest way to get shit into you and get yourself programmed and unprogrammed and reprogrammed, and remove fucking stupid belief systems. But nonetheless, point is, people are addicted to information searching, and most people know that, and that's why people make money on YouTube, because people are addicted to looking for information. Kids like watching people playing video games with either hacks, with either tricks and tips on how to do things, or just funny content. They get a double dose. They get humor, which they love, plus they get to watch someone playing a video game, and, you know, maybe they can learn how to play that video game better, and, you know, whatever the case is. Or maybe they just like the fact that someone is making money on YouTube playing a video game, and that's a reality that they want real in their life. Because my kids watch this shit all the time. People on Minecraft and whatever else playing video games and making them laugh. And I kept saying, like, why don't you fucking do that instead of watching somebody do that? Like, you're promoting this guy, and, you know, the ad revenue he gets from every time an ad comes on, even if you skip the bit, she still gets a hit for that. Because that gets in your head, and eventually one of these days you're going to buy one of those products and not even realize that you watched something on here, and that's what made you want to go buy that product. And the more I thought about it, it's like, well, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to let it be, because if they want a reality where they can play video games and get paid for it, well, then I want my kids to have the reality they want. And a reality where people make money by sitting down and playing video games probably isn't the most productive society, but I still want it in their head that they can be on YouTube making money instead of having to work a 9 to 5. And it's not that it doesn't have relevance, but my 14-year-old is willing and able to get a summer job. He has been for the last 2 years and been putting out resumes, and the way things are going, he's not going to be able to do that anyways right now if he wanted to. So people can say, well, Court, you're not really promoting something good. You don't want your kid to work. It's like, no, my kid already wants to work. My oldest already wants to fucking work. But society is not allowing him to work because of this shutdown. Society has stopped people from working. Well, not everybody, but the majority. So, yeah, let your kids have that programming put in their head. It's probably better than watching fucking movies and sex and gore. You know, the fact that they're watching somebody play a fucking video game and the person is being funny with their version of funny, whatever that may be. You may not understand it, but it's better than them watching something about drugs, better than someone watching about sex if they're, you know, too young, and, you know, with swearing and killing and vulgar and bullshit like that. You know, we expect them to want to watch stuff like that because we wanted to watch stuff like that, like our parents when we were kids. So we assume that to be normal, but it's not fucking normal. Children shouldn't be watching shit like that, not at any age. But anyways, so there's my paper. I gotta keep going from when I went off yesterday. I was talking about the neocortex, and the neocortex is the outer layer of your brain. I said the hypothalamus, but the hippocampus is what connects both sides of the brains. That too is a part that wasn't developed until a lot later, and I've already had episodes about that, about when people heard the voice of God. It was really just their subconscious mind connecting via the hippocampus through evolution, starting to connect. So not everybody would hear it. So that's why the few that would hear the voice of God have been marked down, written down, whatever, whether you think that's a fucking true story or not. If it's just a writer who had his hippocampus connected and he was writing the Bible and any of these other spiritual books, it's irrelevant. The truth of the fact is, on the history of the brain, that was developed later, just like the neocortex was developed later. And because that was developed later, well, now we have some of the benefits and some of the shitty situational events, whatever things that are happening right now today. And the ability to control one's neocortex might be very, and I'm not trying to promote fear here or anything like that. I don't know if there's nano chips in fucking vaccines or anything like that. But I know there's a lot of people saying shit like that. So regardless if they're actually doing it or not, if enough people believe it, then they'll believe it. And maybe that's all they need. But, and I say they, and don't get it twisted, I don't think there's some group out there controlling humanity. I think we create that ourselves. I think we personify evil beings, evil men, Illuminati, elite, reptilian types to make sense of why our life went wrong. When the simple truth is we could just start doing magic and witchcraft or fucking whatever you want to call it, law of attraction, New Age, Wicca, and you could start changing your life around. And you see that there is forces out there that rule people, but you can become above them and, you know, simply just ask them to cut that shit off and it'll be so. But anyways, discovering about the neocortex and seeing what they write about that, and, you know, with conspiracy theorists, and that's quotations because they can say they start the conspiracies. Neil deGrasse and fucking giving an interview to some brain guy saying that in 20 years, this is like 4 years ago, but in 20 years we'll be able to upload to the cloud right from our mind with the newest technology. And then when someone comes out and says, hey, they're trying to put nanochips into a vaccine, and this is all started because of that, so that they control our minds, because if you put those nanochips in there so you can upload to the cloud without using a computer, well then anybody that has your IP address or whatever can literally take over your mind and your thoughts. And that's all your conspiracy theorists. It's like, well, you started the fucking conspiracy by releasing that shit. It's like, this is why I say, they want you to do that. That's how they control what you're going to say. They already know what conspiracy you're going to come up with, because they'll have a group of 20 or more people say, hey, this is the info. What conspiracies could be derived from this? And these people will come up with 5 each. So that's fucking 20 people times fucking 5. That's 100 theories. And if you look online, you're going to probably have like 50 that vary but have similar things. So we haven't even hit all the same conspiracy theories that they've already thought of. You're just playing into their hand. And that's what they want. Because then, okay, and then this is the real conspiracy. But what do you think they're going to think about this if we drop this? You know? So in this way they can monitor it. So we're at 50 of the fucking conspiracies right now. We still have 50 away until we get onto the new conspiracy. So we got lots of time, guys. You know, it's something to that effect on how they control the information and the conspiracies and, you know, the truth movements and all this shit. They only release what they want you to know. Understand that, because once something is released online, you can't get it back. Someone out there has recorded it and is ready to start spreading it around. So they have to stop and they have to control what is released, and that's why you start seeing things happening like right now, like, you know, Twitter saying you can't talk about the meat shortages anymore, you know, and the whole 5G and coronavirus you can't say in the same video on multiple platforms. You know, they're trying to scare people out of their you monetize your videos, that means people watch you. That means if you talk about this, you're not going to have monetization, and worse, you might even get kicked off YouTube. So they're threatening you by taking away your money, your you know, I don't know if it's your livelihood or not, but a source of one of your sources of incomes, and by, you know, well, yeah, by stopping your source of income. So either you're going to have a channel that you can't monetize, or, you know, you're going to get kicked off directly. And then just to make sure they're serious, they say, hey, David Icke's been banned. Gandhi, bud. Done. He's not around anymore. Can't see his stuff, which, you know, you're not really hearing from David, so it might be legit. But also, they could just choose David Icke. I'm not saying he's somebody who's in their little game, because it sure doesn't seem like that he's part of the elite just trying to cause fear. But I think you can still be saying truth and cause fear and be playing into their hand. And this is kind of what I mean by that. I think I put the wrong title in the wrong video, because that was my last title. Now I'm talking about it. But point is, I think that happens a lot. I think they use people that speak truth to help spread fear. And just watch out. If you're going to do that, maybe try to give an alternate way to not be fearful. But I mean, we still need truthers out there creating this fear so people become in the truth movement, because I'm telling you, to get into spirituality, you first have to get into truth. You have to break down your old programming to realize that you need new programming. You can only put new programming in via repetition, but if you don't have a spiritual background, if you don't do spiritual things, then the repetition you're going to use is probably not going to be that beneficial to you. But nonetheless, I still believe that's the way into the enlightenment, is through truth, is through finding out that everything you've been taught is bullshit, and realizing you need to hypnotize, fucking self-hypnosis, fucking do magic to put in new belief systems that match what you believe in. But anyways, yeah, that's it for now.